Hi, welcome to IBC 2018. I'm Joe O'Halloran, Editor-in-Chief of Rapid TV News, and I'm here with Mitja Lovsin, Chief Commercial Officer of STN. Mitja, welcome.
Thank you. Thank you very much for having me.
It's a pleasure. Now, you work in the satellite industry. I think for sure it's been quite a complicated and challenging world for the satellite industry as a business. What's really been going on?
Well, we have been quite young in the industry, about this 14 years now since we started, and it was like yesterday when we started, so that's basically in the indicator how dynamic and how quick everything went. However, we have seen many changes in these past 14 years already, but I think that the real changes are only ahead of us, and you can see and you can feel, this IBC in particular, you can basically feel that the industry is really changing, and it's changing much faster than it used to. And a lot of new things are coming, a lot of new things which in the past were not very important, and we'll talk probably about it a bit later. So yes, it's, in my view, it's a very exciting time. It's a very exciting time ahead. But of course, we will have to adapt to these new technologies, new ways of delivering. So yeah, I think it's a very exciting time.
Now, you've been a key player in the teleport market. Given all those changes and really are exciting times, what's that meant for you in teleport?
Well, of course, all the changes bring, to adapt the teleport to the new ways. So this of course, is all connected with the new investments, which teleport had to do anyway. And we have always, we are very young. We have always been investing very heavily into the new technologies. If you go a bit maybe in the past, and just to refresh our memories, the industry have lost a lot of time on the 3Ds and 4Ks, which were all over IBC in the past few years. Now, unfortunately, this was all driven by the technology providers, by the satellite operators, the teleports at the end, But nobody asked the consumers what the consumers want, and that's where we all burned our fingers. The consumer is at the end the one that you need to listen to, and I think that this has changed this year. So I think everybody understands that the consumer doesn't need the 3D or the 4K. The consumer needs, a delivery and the access to the content at any given time, and this is the future. And I think everybody finally recognized that this is where we are going.
Now, speaking of the future, one thing seems apparent in teleport is the balance between video and connectivity. Yeah. How do you see that changing?
I think that the connectivity, especially when it comes to the terrestrial connectivity to the teleport and outside to the CDNs and so on, has become a vital tool for any operator, any teleport to deliver the content. We are quite fortunate back in Slovenia that the fiber connectivity in the last 10 years has been developed to the extent that probably hardly any Western European or even in America, we have, for example, 10 gigabit fights for the last 7 years, where the people are just struggling to get this. We are actually now thinking of should we upgrade that to the 40 gig, 100 gig. It's the infrastructure is there, and I think that gives us quite a big advantage going into the future, because more and more content will be delivered or received by this terrestrial connectivity through fiber, IP, and so on. So it's a very important factor for the teleport going into the future.
Now, that was the industry. Let's talk about you guys. You just won an award.
Yes.
What's that meant to you?
We were very happy. I mean, the WTA organization is a vital part of the whole industry, and we were very thrilled, that we as a Slovenian teleport, we don't do any work in Slovenia, by the way. We basically operate worldwide. We were very thrilled to get that award, of course. Yes, very.
So I guess, as you're saying, the industry is going to be changing. Does this mean the way you're going to be working with clients is going to be changing?
Well, I think that we need to, we are originally a media broadcast platform, so we run MCPCs for the TV stations, radio stations. That's where we started, that's where we grew, that's where we are today. However, the industry on this side is kind of slowing down, if it's not declining already, in certain ways. So I think in 5-10 years time from now, this part of the industry will change a lot. This means that the operators, the big operators which we know today, will still be going strong on the prime platforms, prime satellites, which are historically there. The other part of the business, they will probably have to diversify. There is the OTT solutions over the satellites. There is a lot of talk about, the 5Gs, the self-driving cars, all these new technologies and, a lot of new players coming into the satellite market. We originally weren't doing that. And these are like, all the big companies around the world, from Google, Amazon, Boeing, and so on. I think they will change the industry a lot. And then it's down to teleport. Will you diversify yourself? Will you be going the same direction as you are? And we are already looking what can we do in this respect with these people, because I think 10 years down the line, the shift of power on the satellite industry, on the satellite providers, the satellite owners, will change a bit.
And you're geared up to...
We are looking forward to that, and we are geared, and we are talking to these people as well. So we are actually very excited about this next few years.
We'll watch this space.
Yes.
Thank you, Mitja.
Thank you very much.
And thank you for watching.